Can we get an injury update on how the players are doing? Obviously, both Troy's missed the last game. How are they doing?
50-50, the pair of them, for this Saturday. Jordan Taylor still out. Craig Woodman coming back into training, so he's 50-50. Ryan Harley, who limped off on Tuesday night, unlikely to be fit. So, not quite clear yet for me.
Okay. The under-23s obviously played a game yesterday as well, and Ryan Burton, Robbie Simpson both featured heavily in that. They're also pushing for places in the first team as well, I imagine.
Yeah, they've been in training now for a while, very different sort of courses, paths to this moment, but they're both experienced players who, you know, if fully fit, have got a real chance to add to our team. And a lot of games still yet to play, a lot of twists and turns, and every player needs to be available. And if you're playing in the reserves, playing minutes in the reserves, you're on course to challenge for a place, and they both are.
Swindon up this Saturday, and they're a side just below City in the table, obviously pushing for the playoffs as well. It's probably one of the standout games in League Two on Saturday, you would say? Yeah,
possibly. I think it's going to be a difficult game, and they have an experienced team in many ways, an experienced manager who's just taken over, so the players, I'm sure, will be on their best behaviour for him and giving everything they've got. So every game's difficult. I don't think we see this any more difficult than we did Morecambe last week, or Port Vale on Tuesday, or Lincoln next week. I think every game is just all about concentration and disciplines and you know, and being at the top of our game. It's just the way it is this year. The pitches are bad generally. The weather's hurt a lot of the football this year with the playing surfaces, and it's about being practical and objective and doing what we need to do to challenge in the game, compete for the points, and put ourselves in a position where we can win it.
Yeah, because the pitch at St James's Park isn't the best, and the style of play this season in terms of getting results have been very productive at St James's Park, and it's all about that result, isn't it? Yeah, we have to do what we need to do, and it's not just our pitch. You know, Port Vale's pitch was not conducive on Tuesday to good football, nor was Morecambe's. You know, it's difficult at the moment, and the weather's just made the season very difficult. But I don't really care as long as we win games and we get to a position where we can be successful. So we still need to play our football. We still need to mix our game up and do the required hard work and structural play that gives us a position to then add some football, and we need to do that again this Saturday. A lot of is made this stage of the season as where you sit in the table, and you know, midweek games happening, and you know, games in hand. How much of it the focus has to be on what you do in final 9 games, and how many games you need to win, and ignoring what the rest of the teams do?
Yeah, very much a case of that. I mean, you can easily psych yourself out of things by seeing other teams winning a game and you're losing a game, and you've got games in hand, and you just have to keep your focus and look at 9 games, and then it'll be 8 after Saturday. Think realistically, how many of those games do we need to win, and what do we need to do to win those games, and you just focus on those 9 games, and it's where you are at the end of the season. I'm sure you look back over any season, you look back with 10 games to go, the table looks very different than it does at the end of the season, and we just have to hope we're in a, you know, we climb the table during those last 10 games.